Mallikarjuna Temple. Mallikarjuna Temple is situated at the summit of the hill in front of you. You can see that the steps leading up to the temple is covered by aluminium roofing to protect devotees from the rain. Make your way to the hilltop. You will see many small shrines along the way, which I will point out to you. There are many statues of Nandi throughout the temple, as this is one of the most important Shivalinga temples among the Panchalingas. As you move along, the first shrine you will see will be the one on your right. There are 4 statues of Nandi placed in each corner at the top. There is also another statue of Nandi resting gracefully at the entry gate of this shrine. This place is devoted to Kada Basaveshwara. Keep climbing and look around to enjoy the scenery. As you go up, the hill becomes more of a forest with different types of trees and shrubs everywhere. The air also becomes cool, and you can feel a soothing sensation as you take in the natural beauty around you. You will soon see a diversion from this path to the right side. This is where the vehicles are allowed to be parked so that devotees can alight from here too. When you reach here, it means that you are halfway up the hill. Keep moving forward until you see a yellow shrine with 4 Nandis in each corner. This is the shrine of Kala Bhairava. Bhairava is a fierce manifestation of Shiva and is associated with annihilation. It is said that the Kala Bhairava is the protector of the temple. You will now have reached the final part of the climb. The last set of stairs is flanked by 2 statues of elephants with their trunks raised in the air. They have red ears, and their white tusks can be clearly seen. Once you reach the top, you will see 2 statues of Nandi, the holy bull of Shiva, inviting you into the temple. They are beautifully decorated in blue and grey, and you can see a bell around their collars. You can also see 2 lions seated on the pillars behind the Nandi statues, ferociously guarding the temple. There are also carvings of apsaras lining the Gopura. Before you walk into the temple, turn around and look out from the top of the hill. You will be amazed by the sight in front of you. The river Kaveri can be seen flowing through Talakadu like a coiled snake. It's a truly marvelous view to see the sky meeting the earth and the mighty Kaveri moving through the greenery. Definitely a scene to be photographed and stored in memory. Move inside the temple through the golden doors, and you will enter a spacious courtyard with a tall Deepastambha. Like the other Panchalinga temples, Mallikarjuna also houses a Shiva Linga inside its main sanctum. There is also a small temple dedicated to Sri Brahmaramba to the right of the Mallikarjuna shrine. At the entrance of the main temple, you can see a stone sculpture of Nandi that is anointed with various powders and flowers. This Nandi is facing the Mallikarjuna deity and is of prime importance to the Shiva devotees, as it is said to grant the wishes of those who whisper into its ears. Once you have entered the Sanctum Sanctorum and prayed to the Mallikarjuna Shivalinga, we will take a clockwise walk around the compound. As you move to the left, you will see a large yellow building with green pillars. This is Girija Kalyana Mantapa. A lot of marriage ceremonies are done inside this mantapa in the presence of Mallikarjuna's blessings. A bit further away, you will see a small yellow building with the Shivalinga placed at the top center. This is the shrine housing the Navagrahas. The Navagraha are the 9 major celestial bodies of Hindu astronomy. These celestial bodies are named Surya, Chandra, Mangala, Buddha, Brihaspati, Shukra, Shani, Rahu, and Ketu. The custom is that you should make 9 rounds around this shrine in honor of each of the Navagrahas. The next building is a small shrine dedicated to Chamundeshwari, who is a fierce aspect of the Devi and is considered as the divine mother in Hinduism. Chamundeshwari Devi is beautifully adorned with gold jewelry and usually red clothing to express her fierceness. From here, take a right and move towards the back of the temple. The entire back wall of the temple is lined with various Shivalingas and other smaller deities. The important ones are the last 2. The second last deity is that of Sri Vamadeva, who is the northern aspect of Shiva. Vamadeva sustains life and represents water. The last deity is of Sri Satyojata, the western aspect of Shiva, who propagates life and represents earth. Sri Vamadeva is associated with Brahma and Sri Satyojata is associated with Vishnu. You will have come back in full circle after the clockwise tour. Lastly, we will make our way to Sri Brahmaramba Devi's shrine before we leave this temple. Once we pay our respects here, we shall have completed our visit to Mallikarjuna temple. Take your time to explore more of the temple structure and its grounds if you wish. In the meantime, I will delight you with an interesting story about Sri Brahmaramba Devi. Once upon a time, a demon named Arunasura ruled the whole world. By chanting Gayatri Mantra, he performed tapasya or meditation for a very long time and pleased Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma then granted him any boon he wanted. Arunasura wished that he should not be killed by any two-legged or four-legged creature. Lord Brahma granted his wish. Because of this wish, the Devas were worried and prayed to Goddess Adi Shakti. She appeared and told them that Arunasura is her devotee and can't be killed by her unless he stops worshipping her. The Devas then hatched a plan to destroy Arunasura. As per the plan, Brihaspati, the Devaguru, met Arunasura. The demon was confused and asked Brihaspati the reason for his visit. Brihaspati told him that as both of them worship the same deity, Adi Shakti, there is no surprise in this visit. Arunasura felt ashamed of himself for worshipping Adi Shakti, who was also being worshipped by the Devas. He then stopped worshipping her. This angered Adi Shakti, and she took the form of Brahmari or Brahmarambika, which means mother of bees. She created a swarm of innumerable bees that had 6 legs. These bees killed Arunasura and his whole army within seconds, thus giving victory to the Devas. Ever since, Brahmaramba Devi has been worshipped by devotees all over the country as she freed them from the clutches of the evil demon.